ready for them Chiefs? Y'all ready for them Chiefs?
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. It's your boy, The Talent, back with the Talent's Top 10. I'm running a little late today, but I wanted to get this to you like I promised. So let's get right into it. We got a short video. It's the Talent's Top Teams, Top 10 teams, and the way that I see it and why. And number 10, I got the Buffalo Bills. Look, there's a lot of talent on that team. Even though they lost to the Patriots, this is just what Bill does. Bill Belichick finds a way to pull some wins out, because he might be the greatest defensive coach of all time. And you have to remember, it was a division game and they play each other twice a year, every year. When Josh Allen tries to do too much hero stuff, that's what happens. He was rushed frequently, and they kept finding ways to get free runners to throw him off of his spot and throw him off of his rhythm. But even with that loss, the Bills are still one of the top 10 teams with all that talent in the league. Number 9, I've got believe it or not, I've got the Cleveland Browns. Defense, defense, defense. That defense is on a record pace, history-making pace. And P.J. Walker is playing out of his mind, believe it or not, which I can't believe. He has outdueled a couple of quarterbacks, even Brock Purdy, believe it or not. And they're sitting at 4-2, which nobody would have thought with Deshaun or even Deshaun Hurt. And they might bring back the old adage that defense wins championships. They're pretty solid. Number 8, I've got the Dallas Cowboys, another team like the Bills that have a whole bunch of talent in certain spots, and they may have to win in spite of their play caller. I don't trust Mike McCarthy, and I don't think he's going to be long for Dallas, because the offense most of the time just looks vanilla. And again, like I said, just too much talent, and the fact that they pulled out the win over the Chargers, as weak as the Chargers defense is, a win's a win in the National Football League. Those aren't guaranteed. Number 7, I've got the Lions. The Lions dropped, in my opinion, I don't want to say they were exposed. I just think they caught Baltimore on the wrong day. A stat that I found that I've heard was that the Ravens are 16-1 against the NFC since Lamar came back, or since Lamar entered the league. Detroit's going to be really good. They weren't going to win every game anyway. They just happened to run in Lamar when he was playing his best. That team is still solid. Jared Goff had a struggle game, but everybody has one again in NFL, and the Lions are still way too good of a football team. So they're number 7. Number 6, Miami. The problem that I have with Miami is is it the fair weather in Florida? The fact that they really haven't beaten anybody, and they just now face Philadelphia. And who else did they play? They lost to? Oh, they lost to the Jags overseas. Okay, so maybe the overseas game doesn't count, but they did face Philadelphia, and it was a good litmus test to see where they stood. And after some uncharacteristic mistakes, excuse me, by Jalen Hurts, Philly ended up pushing them around. Now, I am concerned about an injury, but we'll get to that later on. So I have Miami number 6. Number 5, I've got the Jags. Trevor Lawrence played on Thursday night on a bad knee, and he looked good overall. And their defense is still getting a lot of takeaways. They're just really opportunistic, and Lawrence is on a run again, showing why he's going to be one of the better quarterbacks in the league. So I have the Jags at number 5. Number 4, I've got San Fran. San Fran didn't drop much for me, but that's because, yes, they lost 2 in a row. They lost to Minnesota and Kirk Cousins, great game, Kirk, and they lost to the Browns, and they're all-world defense. The thing is that the San Francisco 49ers, when they're not injured, are way too talented. They've got way too many studs in way too many positions to really kind of drop off the list to drop further down because when they get healthy and when they get their guys back, it's going to be, I think it's all the ship's going to be righted and they're going to be fine. Number three, I've got the Baltimore Ravens. Excuse me. If you didn't get to see Lamar, just the pocket passing and the running all over the Detroit Lions. And I mean, it was just, and don't get it twisted. Baltimore always has a great defense. That defense is legit this year. Um, and Lamar's playing some great football. If you didn't get to watch the game, if you have a chance to go back and watch it, I would because it was phenomenal. Number two, I've got the Philadelphia Eagles. There's not much to be said aside from the fact that Jalen Hurts may have an injured knee. I would keep an eye out for that, but they just got Kevin Byard from the Tennessee Titans, who look to be sellers now as it gets close to the trade deadline. So it's just going to make their defense a little bit better. But it seems like Philadelphia is finding their groove at the right time. They're 6-1. The number one team, which is the Kansas City Chiefs, are 6-1. I put the Chiefs at at number one. One because I'm a Chiefs fan, but I'm an honest Chiefs fan. They have won 6 in a row. They have done it with what most people would consider a less than receiving core. Now, okay, Bryan Mahomes had 300 some yards passing, by the halftime, and yeah, it looked great. It looked great for a half. And yes, our defense, which is the third ranked scoring defense in the NFL, yes, they shut out Herbert for a whole half. Here's the problem. 179 of those yards went to Kelsey. And the Chargers give up 26 points per game. That's not to take anything away from the Chiefs. You do what you're supposed to do. If you're a good team, you're supposed to beat bad teams or average teams. And the fact that we've won 6 in a row and 13 straight against the AFC West, nobody's on that kind of run. And the Chiefs and Mahomes and Andy Reid are back where they belong, at the top of the charts for me. So that is my top 10, 10 through 1. Get in the comments. Let me know what you think, what you don't like. Ask any questions. I'll be glad to answer them. I'm usually in the comments. Make sure you tell somebody you love them. I appreciate you hanging in here, listening to me rant and rave about my top 10. And with that, hit my theme music.
You got your team, and we got a kingdom. Ready for war, we score at will. We're the Super Bowl champs, the king of the hill.